Welcome back to Pittsburgh Sports with Scooter. So, guys, I did a video earlier today, and in that video, I talked about O'Neal Cruz and Spencer Horwitz being close to returning after the All-Star break. And that got me thinking after I did the video about some crazy things that popped into my head when it pertains to them two. And I'm going to throw it at you. Now, listen, this is not going to happen. I'm not even saying I advocate for it to happen or that I think it should happen even. But it really got me thinking about the season and about the Pirates in general. And here it is. Since O'Neal Cruz and Spencer Horwitz went out of this lineup, the Pirates lineup has gotten better. A lot of that has to do with the emergence of Valdez. Brian Reynolds has had a resurgence this season. Jeff Mangum is playing great in center field and hitting over 300. There's been a lot of things that have went into it. Ryan O'Hearn, who plays a lot in the outfield, is having a great season. But let me ask you all this question. O'Neal Cruz's contract ends in 2029, so he will be here for a couple more years. He's arbitration eligible. This year, the Pirates signed a $3.3 million, 1-year contract to avoid arbitration. He's had a good season, and I would guess when he comes back in the second half, he'll probably pick up where he left off. Maybe not, who knows. But I would guess next season his arbitration will at least double to $6 million, if not $8 or $9 million. But here's the crazy thing I'm thinking about. What if Ben Sherrington and Bob Nutting just said, we're going to go for it, we're going all in, and they decided to trade O'Neal Cruz? The Pirates would bring back a pretty good player for O'Neal Cruz. I would venture to say even somebody like the Detroit Tigers would be willing to let go of Scooble to the Pittsburgh Pirates in a one-on-one trade. How crazy would that be to bring in a left-hander like that for the rest of the season for a playoff run and a big push into the playoffs? Think about that for a minute. Scooble, Ashcraft, Paul Skeens in a playoff series. Oh my God. Again, I know it's crazy. I know it's not going to happen. But it's something that I've thought about. The same thing with Spencer Horwitz. He's in a little different situation because we have him signed through 2031. But here's a good hitter. What if the Pirates said, we're going to trade Spencer Horwitz? Because if you did, that solves a few things. Number one, you don't have, when O'Neal Cruz comes back, you'll have room for Valdez and Reynolds in the outfield. Ryan O'Hearn becomes your everyday first baseman. It does solve some issues. Again, I'm not advocating for this, but you could throw Spencer Horwitz out there and you could bring back, a big-time electric setup man for this bullpen. You could go probably get 2 mid-level relievers for this bullpen. Or you could package Spencer Horwitz with, say, an Antoine Kelly or a Thomas Harrington, and you could bring in a lockdown electric closer to this team, which I think they desperately need. Again, I don't think this would ever happen. I'm not advocating for this to happen, but I'm just saying there are some big-time swings the Pirates could take that wouldn't deplete the farm system, that would bolster this pitching big time, and could really make this team do a 180-degree turn going into the second half of this season. Again, not advocating for it, not even saying I would agree with it. It could completely backfire and blow the whole season too. But it's another option that's out there, and it's an option that doesn't require like ripping this team apart and losing a bunch of top prospects in the process. It's just something else to think about. Just another twist, just another avenue, just another thought process. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm curious what people think. I know I'm going to get a bunch of crazy messages on this one, but just something to think about. I hope you like this video. If you do, hit like and subscribe. And I know, as always, and until next time, let's go Bucks.